Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I'm Tina. Today I am doing a book review of Time of the Cat by Tansy Rainer Roberts. This is a book that came out 2023. It's a sci-fi, it's self-published. I received this book as a judge in the SBSSC 4. The competition just released last week the finalists, but you need to check them out on Blue Sky or Twitter or something to see how. I'm not going to talk about it here, so sorry for this late review. Still, it was a very worthy semi-finalist, at least. A delightful travel romp with cats. Time of the Cat is a lot of fun. I listened to the book on Audible, and the narrator did a really great job. The voices, especially of the cats, were really fun. So what is it about? It's time to take history seriously. The cats and humans of Kronos College know that time travel is the best job in the world, and nothing bad can ever happen to them in the past, except that one time they lost a traveler, and that other time they lost a cat. Now they have a chance to make up for past mistakes by rescuing a long-lost legend. If only they could convince Professor Boswell, the grumpiest marmalade tabby of all time, to join their mission into the swinging 60s and save one of their own. Plus pick up a missing piece or two of lost media along the way. Join Ruthven, Boswell, Monterey, and Lovelace on the most chaotic time travel adventure of their lives, featuring special appearances by Cleopatra, Anne Boleyn, famous actress Fleur Shropshire, and the even more famous house where they filmed TV show Cranberry between 1964 to 1986. Time of the Cat is a cozy sci-fi romp through the centuries featuring academic endnotes, epic friendships, and far more cat hair than is strictly necessary. If you'd rather use time travel to steal the pens of famous writers of history than stop it in to fill the proper paperwork, then this is a novel for you. So yes, this book is a comedy. It's very funny. It's an absolute ride. I really liked it. So this is one of those lost in time kind of time travel paradox novels where the characters are literally trapped in various time periods. And then weird anachronisms start happening, which suggests other things might be afoot. But by whom? And what is actually going on? So that's kind of the overall plot. It is very meandering. I didn't find that really a problem, but just so you know, it's more about kind of the humor, I think, than the actual story, though the story is really fun. Now, the book is very British. I am Canadian. I found it easy enough to understand the overall joke of the show Cranberry, and even caught some references to other UK stuff that I've seen, or references to stuff that happened in like real life. Obviously, some of it, probably most of it, went over my head, but it was still fun, and I still understood stuff from context. The characters in this book are a lot of fun. It's third-person, multi-point of view. Yay, my favorite. So we follow quite a few characters on their kind of shared journeys. There are some little romances here and there. There's cat and guardian dynamics, which is really fun. Friendships and colleague banter that gave the whole thing a very cozy and workplace comedy feel. There's some great LGBTQ plus representation, which is really nice. And the star of the show was, of course, the cats. They were so funny and so cute. They talk, but they still act like cats. And even why they act the way they do, now that they can talk, is touched upon. It's very funny. It's very fun. It's just like so delightful, this book. I really enjoyed it. I will say, though, that while I thought the book was bonkers in the best way, the middle section does drag a little bit. I actually turned up the speed on my audiobook for a while because I was starting to get a little bit bored, but then it picks back up again. So, that's fine, I think a lot of it was just because you had so many characters all doing different things. So at one point, they start off as a group and then they all break apart. And normally while I like a break apart, it was almost like there was too much of it. So you had all of these competing threads, and I was not sure sometimes what was the most important thread to follow. And then there was also some characters that were kind of like doubled, and so sometimes I was like, wait, is this person or this person? So I kind of was like in the middle. But once I powered through kind of that section, I really loved the ending. I thought it was really good. One other thing I'll say is that this book has copious footnotes that are an absolute riot. I love unneeded footnotes in novels. Hence why I went so hard for House of Leaves when it first came out. I'm that old. And this book has like a billion footnotes. They really do add to the world building, and they fill in some gaps too. So they're not just kind of there for fun, though they are really, really fun. Overall, if you're looking for something cozy, something that has fun dialogue and setting, has an ode to fandom, because that's essentially what this book is. Everybody in this book is obsessed with this show Cranberry, and it kind of shows how fandoms, people get obsessed with stuff and why, and I really liked that because, there's some fandoms that I'm kind of obsessed with. And if you like cats, you should look no further. You should totally check this out. As I said, it's on Audible as well as paperback and ebook, presumably. But I really liked the audiobook. I thought it was really fun. So yeah, thank you again to the competition for the book. Actually, I technically bought this one, but I heard of it through the competition. And yeah,